Hey, how y'all doing today? I was out this morning to do some work in my garden, and I just wanted to show. A lot of people was asking a lot of questions, so I figured I'd do a video show y'all how to grow. Today I'm going to do sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, like two of them that I put it in the bag and put it in a paper bag and put it inside your closet, and then sooner or later it's going to start sprouting. See that? But then you can take those and you can plant those and then it'll turn into more potatoes. So I'm gonna show you how to do that today. And then I have your plain, look like an Idaho, I believe, potato. Same thing. Put it in the bag and it starts shooting up. So I'm gonna show you how to do that today. Basically, in some containers. I haven't planted my stuff. All my stuff is in containers pretty much throughout my yard. But if you can put it in the ground if you want, if you have the space for it. But today I'm gonna show you how to do it in the containers. I bought some containers from Walmart, and the thing is just like a plain container, like some kind of beach pail. I didn't particularly like the color, but I just wanted to hurry up and get them in because it's time to plant potatoes for the fall. But you got to put a whole lot of holes in the bottom of the container. So what I did is I took my drill and I just turned it upside down and I started drilling it, putting the holes in the container, just a lot of them, so all the water can drain out of it, so you don't drown the potatoes in there. So I did that, and then I have a big one that I did, and I did a whole lot of holes in the bottom. See, you can almost see that. Look at that. So it can breathe. I mean, the water can flow through and aerate the soil, so that whatever you put in there doesn't drown. And then I also am going to plant some. I'm going to replant one of my cherry tomatoes. It's growing like crazy. I'm getting a lot of production out of it, but it's time to give it some more soil and give it some more nutrient in the soil. So that's what's going on today. So what I start off with, I have pictures in it. I start off with a flower and vegetable soil, and then I added cow manure to it, and then I added a little bit of worm castings just to give it some food to start it off. But maybe 3 weeks later, I'll come back and feed it again with the worm casting. Yeah. So basically, this is what it is. Oops. Get a little work done before it gets hot. So what I'll do is I'll mix a little bit of the manure soil with my garden soil, and that's basically the medium that I use to plant these. Look like a slug in one of my buckets. I want him out. A little slug. Yep. That one. Put half of the manure in that one, and then I put some in here. Take a little bit out. Now the thing is, I'm only going to fill this to 4 inches. I'm only going to fill it to 4 inches, and then from that 4 inches, I'll put the potato in that, and then I'll fill it up to another 6 inches above that. Now the reason being is because the 4 inches is where it starts sprouting out. The roots will start coming out in the 4 inches, so to give the roots time to grow, and then this is going to grow up. And as this grow up, I'll add more soil till I get to the top of the container. So this is going to keep growing. As it's growing, I'll add soil to build up. So 4 and then 6, it's going to keep going up and up. And as it come out, I'll just add more soil. And then what happens is the potatoes will grow more potatoes within the depth of this container, which it looks like it's about 20 inches by 20 inches. It's a 25-liter container. So I'll put the initial potato at about 4 inches. I'll bury this in the 4 inches. Then I'll add another 6 inches of dirt up to there. So that's what I'm doing. So before I put the potatoes in, I'm gonna mix it up really good. That's 4 inches in this one. Mix that up really good. And the third one. Three, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is mix it up real good, y'all. You can see. I am going to mix it up real good with mix the manure up with the garden soil. Break it up really good. There'll be some chunks in here, just kind of break them up. Because this is on the floor, I can shake it around, get it mixed up, kind of get the bottom out. Mix it up so it's nice and mixed up. Let me see, let me go one more time. Just mix it up. Go. Okay, then even it out. Then I'll make space for the potato. Let's see. That's 4 inches, so I'll put the potato right there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the potato right there. This is a sweet potato, so you take it and then you put it down in there so that the part that's growing will be pointed up. And then I'm gonna add another 6 inches to it. And then what's happening is these gonna grow out of the soil and start flowering out. And then that'll have the potato will spread out, the roots will spread out, and then all this area will be filled up with potatoes inside the dirt. So I'm just surround that a little bit so that it stays still. And I kind of want that in the center. Let's see, surround that a little bit so that it stays still. There you go, just like that. Y'all see that? So then I'm gonna add another 6 inches of dirt to that, and then water it and let it grow. But I'll add some worm castor into it, just to give it some food. Yeah, so we'll add. So add more dirt to that. Enough, just let I'm gonna show y'all. just let it come up a little bit. Just fill it in a little bit where it's going to grow out. Okay, now later on, I'm going to water this really good. I'm going to sprinkle some worm casting over top of it so that it can have some food. And later on, I'm going to add more soil. When they start growing up, I'm going to add more soil up to this level. So give it plenty of room. You know, this is not a real big container, but that's just to get at least a few, maybe a dozen or 6 potatoes out of this one potato. So let's see, this is my first time growing them, so let's see how this work out. Alright, so I'm gonna water that, and that's basically how you grow a potato. Like I said, as it grow up, I'm gonna add dirt to it, so to have another 4 inches of dirt, and the flower will be up at the top. The flower will grow like a vine, so I'll stick some sticks in here, wrap the flower around the sticks, kind of put a little not a tape, but just a tie around it, just tie it to the stick, and that way it can go up. The flower will go up. And I didn't know it, but the potato flowers from the potatoes are edible. You can eat them like you can eat spinach. I just learned that, so that's a good thing. Add some more greens to your diet. So basically, that's how you grow sweet potato or regular potato, and just grow your own food. I love free food, so you know. I'll come back with another video just to show you the progress of this in a couple of weeks, and show you how the flower's coming up, and I'll show you that I'll add the dirt to it as well. Alright, so keep up, y'all. I'm growing that free food, apocalyptic food for 2020. Yep.